With 40% of the world cocoa production coming from Côte d'Ivoire, it is the largest cocoa producer worldwide. Cocoa is produced by 800,000 smallholder farmers. It plays an important economic and social role in the Ivorian society. However, the Ivorian cocoa sector faces numerous challenges. With a new project called Pro-Planteur, the German initiative on sustainable cocoa aims to contribute to a more sustainable cocoa sector. Cocoa grows on trees in tropical areas. From nursery to cocoa pod, it takes 3 to 4 years. Small blossoms grown directly on the trunk and branches of the cocoa tree develop into yellow, orange or purple cocoa pods. Pods are harvested with a machete, the farmer's main working tool. The cocoa beans are embedded in a sweet and sticky mass, the fruit pulp. Beans and pulp are removed by hand and stored in covered recipients. This is where fermentation starts, an important step which impacts flavour and taste of the cocoa. Once dried, the beans are ready for transport to the countries where the cocoa is processed and consumed. Côte d'Ivoire not only produces and exports cocoa, it also processes it. Cocoa production is deeply rooted in Côte d'Ivoire's economy and bears great significance for those producing it.
Le cacao, c'est un trésor pour moi. Nos ancêtres ont cultivé, nos parents, tout ça, financièrement, ça nous aide un peu, même si tu ne produis pas beaucoup. Je suis fière d'avoir hérité ça de mes parents, parce que la Côte d'Ivoire même, qui est mon pays, est le premier producteur de cacao. Et donc, c'est avec fierté que j'accompagne mon pays, même si j'ai seulement qu'un pied, mais ça accompagne quand même.
For Cécile, cocoa is an important source of income, but cocoa is a seasonal crop. Per year, there is a main season and a low season, the latter with less yield. Since 2012, the farm gate cocoa price has been regulated by the government. Since then, it has increased from €1 to €1.5 per kilogram. However, income generated from a 3 to 5 hectare of cocoa crops is too low. To secure a year-round living becomes a challenge for most of the farmers. Alternative sources of income, for example from food crops and diversification of crops, are necessary. Cocoa production is labour-intensive and expensive.
À mon âge, je n'ai pas trop le physique. Il faut que je prenne quelqu'un pour m'aider. Et cette personne que je dois payer, et cette personne, je ne prends pas un enfant.
Poor productivity and losses of up to 30% due to climate impact or plant diseases decrease yields additionally. Other challenges that have to be addressed are outdated agricultural practices, deforestation and unclear land rights. As a consequence, young farmers today are not often interested in pursuing cocoa production since it does not create enough income. Cocoa farmers and their families face immense challenges. They can only be overcome by sector-wide engagement and by following an approach which combines farm, household, community and policy interventions. This is where the German initiative on sustainable cocoa, GIZ, comes in. About 60% of Germany's cocoa net imports are coming from Côte d'Ivoire. As one of the main consumer countries worldwide, Germany sees its responsibility to actively counteract social and environmental deficiencies in the global cocoa production and to take concrete steps to contribute to a sustainable cocoa production.
Deutschland, die deutsche Gesellschaft, aber auch die deutsche Schokoladenindustrie fühlen sich der Nachhaltigkeit im Kakaoanbau verpflichtet. Dazu wurde in 2012 eine Initiative gegründet, die bestand aus der deutschen Schokoladenindustrie, aber auch dem deutschen Lebensmitteleinzelhandel und, was besonders wichtig ist, der Bundesregierung, vertreten mit 2 Ministerien und Nichtregierungsorganisationen wie Zertifizierern, weil die Überzeugung besteht, dass nur gemeinsam dieses Thema der Verbesserung der Lebensumstände der Kakaobauern und ihrer Familien erreicht werden kann.
Putting farmers first is GIZ's guiding principle and key concern. By prioritising farmers' needs, The multi-stakeholder initiative aims to tackle the challenges the cocoa sector faces in a systematic and holistic way. One approach is the implementation of joint activities like training. Another is the exchange of experience and knowledge. In 2015, GISCO launched the project Pro-Planteur, which will improve the situation of 20,000 farmers' families in Côte d'Ivoire. To professionalize cocoa producers and their families in Côte d'Ivoire, GISCO has chosen 3 specific regions in coordination with the Ivorian Conseil de Café Cacao to start its activities. Aboisseau, Abengourou and Agboville are important cocoa-producing regions. Their socio-demographic composition facilitates the collaboration with women and young farmers. Addressing them is a major goal for the new GISCO project Pro-Planteur. Other goals are the strengthening of cooperatives and the dissemination of sustainable and productive farming methods. Farmers will be trained in appropriate agricultural techniques and thereby increase productivity and achieve greater integration into value chains. Another important element, which is supported particularly by the Ivorian government, who is co-funding Pro-Planteur, is the diversification of food crops. This will increase women's income, promote their autonomy, and improve the nutritional status of the family. In collaboration with standard-setting organizations, standards like Fair Trade, Rainforest Alliance Certified, and Root Certified, which improve the sustainability of production, will be introduced to farmers. In order to address the major challenges farmers and the industry face, joint efforts are needed to implement changes that are necessary and to achieve a thriving cocoa sector.
This project is implemented together with CCC. I think that is a big step forward, and our collaboration has developed in the meanwhile with a lot of trust and collaboration and easy access the one to each other. So I think it's developing very well.
Je salue ce partenariat en ma qualité donc de directeur général du Conseil du Café Cacao. La première activité qui nous intéresse, c'est bien sûr la diversification. Et la seconde, c'est l'autonomisation des femmes. Vous comprendrez pourquoi. Il faut absolument nécessairement autonomiser, permettre aux femmes d'être autonomes. Les femmes qu'il y a donc dans le milieu rural et en particulier au niveau des plantations de café et de cacao. Et puis bien entendu, il y a tout ce qui vient comme renforcement des capacités des coopératives. C'est des sujets qui sont très importants, qui étaient donc déjà identifiés au moment de la réforme comme des points qui nous permettront d'atteindre la durabilité de la cacaoculture ivoirienne. Et donc nous saluons l'effort du gouvernement allemand à travers GISCO et ce programme Pro-Planteur d'aider la Côte d'Ivoire à atteindre ses objectifs.
Je souhaite que mes enfants aient un niveau intellectuel beaucoup élevé et qu'en même temps, ils puissent avoir leur plantation pour qu'ils puissent pérenniser ce que j'ai commencé.
Je veux que vous m'aidiez pour que je puisse aider mes soeurs qui sont dans le village, qui ne peuvent rien faire, qui n'ont pas les moyens.
GISCO's project Pro-Planteur offers the possibility to support the farmers to meet their expectations and to achieve a sustainably thriving cocoa sector. The project addresses the needs of women, men and youth in the cocoa sector. Farmers are trained on sustainable cocoa production in field schools. Families are trained on nutrition and how to diversify their food production. It cooperates closely with all important stakeholders in the country: the World Cocoa Foundation, the Conseil de Café Cacao, local GISCO members and non-governmental organizations. The joint approach of GISCO and the Ivorian government is an important step forward to a sustainable cocoa sector and a better future for the cocoa farmers.